My ass is pretty big, so it might flatten the mum cushion. Welcome back to Planet Boo for another exciting episode of Animal Crossing. It's your boy Boo, reppin' Planet Boo. And I'm ready to get back into some action. I don't know about you! Alright, this is going to be the final episode of our Jungle Core project. The last one, so we're about to see the finished product at the end of all this. And as you can see, we are back to work on our top second layer here. We added some of those stone lights, or whatever they're called, stone lamps, off to each side of the stone dog. And now we are filling this area in with a bunch of coconut trees and bamboo trees. This was the way to go for the top of that area. You didn't have to do too much because realistically, from the ground level, you're not going to see a whole lot. But what you will be able to see is that there are a thick group of trees there, and it will give a feeling of closure in that area and help quarantine and isolate this area because of the long trees. And it's not going to just be trees there. We're going to decorate it with some other stuff. Check it out. It's going to be a sight to see. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a sight to see. So right here, I'm just creating more space along the left side because I decided that, there's no point of having this gap here. The gap is there for somebody to see, hey, there's a spot here I can go down, like this is accessible. But it's not necessary because by closing it in, you can still go down there. If I don't close it off, but I'm letting you know right now, I will end up closing it off. Later on, you know how it goes. You change your mind as the project progresses. You come up with new ideas. You make decisions. You can old ideas. You open a can. Whip ass on some new ideas, and you whoop the ass. You slay it is what I'm trying to tell you. You slay it. Originally, I was going to put a palm tree there and then decided not to, so that's why the bamboo tree is sitting on a block of sand. No big deal. No big deal. But by expanding that area to the left side, it allowed me to add one or two more trees in that area. And it's also going to give me a little bit of a cleaner style for what I'm going to do with that area and how it runs perpendicular to the back baseline. So it's going to be cool to see. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. Don't think I don't know what I'm doing. You're going to see. It's going to work out for you. It's going to work out for everybody. You know what? I decided to go with the stone dogs because outside of the rocks, I didn't have much stone items. And, at least in Hollywood, you go, or at least in Hollywood, and when I mean by that, it's movies, and you see these jungle settings, and they always have these tiki torches and totem poles and stone statues of all sorts of different animals or figures. So I wanted to incorporate a little bit of that on the island because we didn't have that vibe yet. So in that area, you're definitely going to get that vibe. Like, yo, what type of ancient civilization lived here? Or what type of civilization still lives here that we might want to be careful of? All right, so now we're just going around beautifying the area. We're going to add a bunch of flowers. We're going to add some custom path work. We're going to add, a little bit of wildlife and some nicks and knacks here and there to help bring it all together. Crazy thing, I'm about to get off subject just a little bit about these civilizations is that, man, believe it or not, in areas of the world, there are still civilizations of people and tribes out there that still live this life, this jungle life. They have no idea what life is like on out there. They don't know what a car is, never seen a car. They don't know what electricity is, never seen electricity. And they still live in this contained world of their own where they have not evolved with the rest of humanity. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They are doing what they're living their life and they're surviving. That's the most important thing. That's their tribe, that's their culture, that's their lifestyle. They do it. But occasionally, I'm not gonna say occasionally. There's a story where this one tribe came through, or this tribe was there, and these white Americans came through. I don't know if they were researchers or what. They weren't causing any harm, but they went into the tribe area. And of course, with that, you bring disease and sickness. And a lot of people ended up dying after they were exposed to the white people or the Americans, whatever they were, Europeans, I don't know. And you can see I'm adding a back there. I'm adding a layer of stone fencing. But back to my story. So after that, they were like, okay, no, white man, European, American, whatever, danger, danger. They bring sickness and disease to our tribe, and so after that, anytime they said, hey, if we see anybody that doesn't look like us, they gotta go. We are eliminating. We are terminating on site. TOS. Shout out to G on it. TOS. Terminate on site. So sure enough, some other researchers came through sometime later, and from across the river, they were taking them out. Bows and arrows, archery, darts, taking them out. And you can't blame them because they know that this person is bad now. They don't know if they did it on purpose. They don't know if it was on that accident. But all they know is that this is a threat to our lifestyle. This is a threat to our civilization. This is a threat to our future, and it has to be eliminated. And they took those people out from across the river. They didn't even get to cross to the side of where the civilization, where the tribe was. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, there are still people that live like this in the world. Self-contained, isolated, living their life has how they have always lived it for generations and generations. Crazy. All right, so back to the game. So you see, we added a whole row of stone fencing, a long, nice row across the back baseline. I was contemplating, should I put stone here or should I like line it up with bushes or something else? So what I decided what would be the best idea is to put stone, right? And then in front of stone, we're gonna put a full row of bushes or shrubs. The hydrangea is what I went with for the time of the season that we're gonna go back to. I think I'm saying that right. Hydrangea bushes, and they are going, once they bloom, they are gonna line up in front of the stone fence. So what you're gonna get is a beautiful green with some beautiful pink and blue, but you're also gonna get phases of the stone in the back because they are rounded in shape and they're a little bit smaller than the fence itself. So you're going to see a little bit of fence in the background. So you get the best of both worlds. It's like, okay, yeah, pretty bush. And I was like, oh, okay, they're lined up and seated against a stone fence. So it's going to look great once these things bloom. Promise you. So we did a great job here filling all this area in with flowers and custom path work and adding some touches of the mush lamp, which can also be customized for different colors. And the thing I love about these mush lamps is they fit perfectly in the jungle core setting, but they also have a nice glow, especially at nighttime. They're going to be extremely vibrant and extremely brilliant. So ready for that. Kind of reminds me of Avatar. No doubt. What was the name of that world in Avatar? I can't remember. It wasn't Pangea, was it? Man, this is gonna bother me. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out when we're editing. So you're gonna see me go back and forth from time to time and kind of unseat some flowers just to seat different kind of ones. And the reason why I did this is because we had too much yellow. I didn't want it all to look yellow. I like the different variation of colors. So we're gonna bring some whites in there. We're gonna bring some reds in there, and I even think we might put a orange or two in there. I'm not completely sure. I love the look of the skinny mushrooms when you just drop them. They literally just look like they're popping out of the ground. So I will definitely be scattering skinny mushrooms and flat mushrooms, round mushrooms, in various little places. Not to overdo them, just sparsely. Put them in some places that can add to a beautiful aesthetic of it all. No doubt, baby. No doubt. This is a struggle. This is a struggle right here. Trying to put this green leaf pile that I talked to you guys about last episode. Utterly ridiculous why it takes more than one space, when by appearance it looks like it only occupies one space. So that was the struggle that we just watched. Trying to figure out how to get this one green leaf pile somewhere in all this open space that we have for placing items, but you can't put it. Stupid green leaf pile, swear. I tried everything, picking things up, removing things, and ultimately I just gave up. And I think it might even require, to place it, you need 9 surrounding tiles. Like I had two empty, 3. I had 2 on the side that was empty and 1 in the front, and it still wouldn't place. It still wouldn't place. The hell with it. All right, so dropping down into this area to figure out how we want to do this. A lot of this part was cut out. I was hanging around this area for about over an hour trying to figure out how to put it together, trying different things. So what you're seeing is like maybe the last couple of minutes of me figuring it out. So I finally found a place to put the mushroom table and the mushroom, whatever that thing is called in the corner. I can't remember. It has a really long name. But ultimately, that's the design that I wanted to go with, and the one that made the most sense given the amount of space we had allotted to us and the size of the landmass that I chose for the little island area. So one thing I am going to do, I do want to put 3 mush lamps over here. So you'll see me unseat some flowers and seed some flowers to make it work. And I want to incorporate this cool zebra that I found. Zebras are in the jungle, right? So same thing with the base models for the insects. I want to hide the stand and the base for the zebra through flowers. So it looks like he's literally chilling in the cut, just chilling in the grass. And it looks like a real zebra. Like it looks cool. But you're gonna see me place him soon. I really like the Triforce of mush lamps right there. And once again, this goes back to my theory of me in the future just placing all my custom path work out and then working around that. So I don't have to keep putting things down and picking them back up just to put a custom path down. That mush table takes up a lot of space. There we go, got our zebra, and now we're gonna rotate him. Right there, that view is perfect for it, Kind of a horizon view, low to the horizon. Just kind of looking at it straight on, I love it. No oblique angles, But even at an oblique angle and some distance, you really can't tell that it's a spring ride. You really can't. So this area isn't gonna be too complicated. I mean, there's not a whole lot of room to work with. So basically what we're going to end up doing is putting a bunch of trees, as many trees as we can within reason, with still enough room to walk around, and then even enough space to put a couple little knickknacks here and there, like a stone or two, maybe a bush or two, maybe a little turtle hanging out under the tree coming out of the water. Yes, we are definitely putting the snapping turtle or the alligator turtle, whatever it's called, up in here. I love the use of the coconut trees in the corners of areas like that. Turtle out there chilling like cowabunga, dude. Cowabunga! Turtle over there chilling, living his good life. I see you, turtle. Stay away from that mutagen. Unless you want to become a whole nother beast entirely. Shout out to all those that know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. Shout out to those 90s those 80s and 90s babies. You know, even if you weren't born in the 80s or 90s, Ninja Turtles, they still come out with new cartoons and stuff like that. So it's not even something where even these Gen Zers or Gen Xers or whatever they're called, new millennials and I think they're Gen Zs. I don't know. They know about the Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Through a little mush lamp in the far corner there. You can barely see it, but you can see it just enough to help bring this whole area together. You don't always have to see an entire item up for display. Even if you can see it partially at certain angles, it definitely adds to a beautiful aesthetic to the area. See, the old me used to be like, well, I can't see it entirely, so why should I bother? Mistake and a half right there. Alright, so now over here, we're pretty much just going to start cleaning up odds and ends, tying up loose ends, bringing the final and finishing touches to the rest of the jungle is, for the most part, what we are doing from here on out. We still have a project where we have to line the walls, the top of the walls with hydrangea bushes, and I hope I'm saying that right. I can't remember off the top of my head. I really like the look of that stone through the little opening through the trees. I like it a lot. I like that. I don't know, something is just very pleasing about it. Very pleasing. I'm very particular with the tiki torches. It's like some people are like, oh, you can just throw a tiki torch anywhere. Nah, I disagree. Nah, there's a place for tiki torches. So we went with another mush lamp, dropping those customs around as we see fit. The mushrooms. See, tell me those brown mushrooms don't look great right there. Tell me it. Now, see, the reason I didn't leave those skinny mushrooms in front of the mum seat is because it takes away from the look of the mum seat. The mum seat is a very unique item. I like how it looks. Look how comfortable. I could just sit my big ass down there. My ass is pretty big, so it might flatten the mum cushion, but hopefully they are designed for a certain weight threshold. Hopefully, one can only hope. Can't forget about this area. Not done with it. We are going to want to add more mush lamps to this area. The mush lamp. The mush lamp. Of course, I have to be more strategic in how I do things by stepping behind it so I can actually maneuver when I'm done placing it. I'm sure that little app, the emergency services app, is tired of me calling them. So we had enough for 3, so that works. Or is it 2? They only have 2 there? I thought I put 3. Maybe it's just 2. Disregard. Getting rid of those holly bushes that I don't like and replacing them with the beautiful hydrangea bushes that will bloom when we time travel back. Yo, we gonna be on our Back to the Future joint. Yo, we're gonna be on our hot tub time machine joint. Yo, we're gonna be on our Avengers Endgame time travelers. Yo, time travelers. Does anybody remember a game from back in the early 2000s called Time Splitters and Time Splitters 2? Anybody old enough to remember that? It was a underrated and really good game. Time Splitters, y'all. Time Splitters. All right, put that little what's that thing called? A bamboo deer something? I don't know, something. Deer something. Bamboo deer bamboo. I don't know. But I like it. I like it a lot, so I put it there. Picking up that ugly bush, and we're gonna plant a hydra bush there. Hail the Hydra! Hail the Hydra! You don't want to say that too loud. The boy Steve Rogers, Cap might come in and say something about it. You don't want no problems with that man. You don't want no problems with that, man. That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy, that cat. And I say that with no cap. Getting rid of that mossy garden rock because it is very disgusting. And we're going to drop this mush partition. That mush partition. Tell me that thing ain't beautiful. Right there. That is the perfect thing. That is the perfect item for right there. Make no mistake about it. This area was bothering me for a while. Because I was like, I need something more here than just two ugly. What are these, windflowers? I think these might be the windflowers. I'm just not a fan of them. I mean, I put these two there because the color worked. But we need something else here. So I left one flower and I put a mush lamp, as you can see. I think it fits the area so much better than just two flowers sitting there. Yeah, if you're gonna have something hanging off a cliff majestically, at least have something cool. And as you can see, I did leave a couple of holly bushes because I do want some bushes. I do want some bushes not to be in bloom. But I'm pretty sure those two that we had just seen last, pretty sure I dig those up. All right, now we are lining the top of our wall with bushes to help with the seclusion of the area and add to the color and vibrancy of it. Look at that boy Marshall. I think he wants to leave. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to deal with him. I didn't have no time. So he's just gonna have to sit there with thought bubbles. Sit there with thought bubbles. Think about it. Think about your behavior, young man. Marshall, you're out of line. There we go. Picking up those hollies. And put those hydra bushes. I'm telling you, when this is all said and done, it is going to look vibrant. This I just hate the color of the greens during this time of the year. Of course, you know, everything's dying, so it's gonna look ugly. I guess depending on who you are. But for me, this doesn't do the trick, and it doesn't do the trick for the type of environment I'm trying to create and showcase to you all. Real talk, for all y'all watching right now, all y'all participating and supporting me and helping, I appreciate y'all for real. Appreciate the hell out of y'all, like, no doubt, man. Just make sure. And I don't always know who's following. I don't always know who's watching if you don't leave a comment. So let me know who you are. Let me know who you are. Supporter, member of Planet Boo. Let me know who you are. Drop a comment. Let me know something. I'd be surprised because there's certain people that I just assume that they weren't watching my stuff, and they're like, nah, I watch all your stuff. And I'm like, really? Like, yeah, shit, never know. Drop a comment. Let me know. Shout you out. Whatever. No doubt. No doubt. Decided to add a bush right here. I definitely just don't want the area hanging out around the house to be bland with a cliff. Definitely want to put something there because it actually helps add to the aesthetic of the house because the house is so close. I mean, that's definitely going to be, you know, obviously this is all part of their property, but the closer to the house, the more intimate it is with that particular property. Drop the bush right there for good measure. I was gonna get something in that area. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I'm gonna get something in. Albeit a bush, but I'll take it. All right, decided to put a blue one here to match the bushes, the pink and the blue bushes. The pink and the blue bushes. I be getting tongue twisted. And of course, drop a bush. Drop a bush, baby. Not bush baby. Drop a bush baby. We all love bush babies. All right, so we have completed the jungle. The jungle core. Now we will time travel back to June or July when everything's in bloom. All right, y'all, as you can see, we have time traveled. We went back in time to July 7th, and you can already see how much greener, lush, and vibrant the grasses, those bamboo trees are, the hilltops. All the colors pop perfect for the jungle theme that we are trying to accomplish. So I can't wait to check everything out. But before we do that, let's give a warm shout out to a group of people on Instagram that reached out to me when I reached out to them when I was in need of items to help make this project come to life. So let's give a warm shout out to Monique. Hooked me up with those bushes. You a real one. You a real one. We got the girl Sarah, Coco Island. We got Lily of Valkyrie. We got Ace Dressler in the building. We got the girl Laura of Glitter Crossing Shop and Sparkle. We got the girl Joe Ma. We got the girl Wuzzle. And we got the girl Kristen from Volusia. Big shout out to y'all. I appreciate you guys for reaching back out to me when I was in need. Love you guys. You guys are the best, no doubt. All right, so let's get it popping. Let's go see what that jungle looks like. Look at this, man. Look at this. Now this feels like a cohesive, true jungle environment. This feels right. This is what we were looking for. Look at that. Look at that view. Look at that view. And even in the nighttime, I know those mush lamps will glow with even more vibrancy. Look at that. Look at that. Got the zebra chilling. Let's get that low view. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Like the lion in the jungle. That worked out perfectly. That worked out perfectly. I love that. And seriously, how we did the top there with the high trees, it really, really helps enclose everything. I'm feeling it. I love how this area turned out. Absolutely loved it. Let's check out the area where we really get into the thick of things. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yes. Oh yes. I am digging it. That is beautiful. That's fire, man. That's fire. Really, 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 really feels like we are in a rainforest or a jungle atmosphere. Are we in The Lion King? Are we in Avatar? Are we in Fern and Gully? Yeah, I'm kind of getting Fern and Gully vibes for all my 80s and 90s babies out there that know about Fern and Gully. That's an OG. That's an OG movie. Cut it out. Got the boy Batty. That's a view. That is a view. Man, I can't believe we did all this. This is so out of my realm of expertise, but you know what? With some hard work and some patience through the aggravation, you could get it done. I am proof to anybody that you can do something like this. And I'm not saying that this is the most miraculous thing ever, but you know. But see, even time traveling back into July, you're gonna get the wildlife. You're gonna get the honeybees flying around here. Help bringing this all together. Come on now, cut it out. And even the custom pathwork that we chose looks so much better in contrast during this time of the year. Loving it. Loving it. I don't want the flat mushroom sign above my head. There we go. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Where are the monkeys out? They out playing? I love the back perspective here. When you're sitting high up top near Simon's house. Or the monkeys better be out playing. They probably out in a museum or something. Here we go now in this area. I love the fact that we got rid of that sunken waterfall. And decided just to put some trees up here and some flowers and Mr. Flamingo and a leaf, tiki torch, and it all looks good. It all looks good. gonna go down into Monty's specific area. See, tell me this didn't turn out perfect. We didn't use any specific, custom path to build a very distinct path, but we created it through item placement to create this walkway here. The trees, the bushes, the items, and where they're placed helps create that view, that perspective. This area is beautiful. Beautiful. And I still love my decision of how we place the Stonehenge, not the opposite way. So you can kind of, get a view from this little specific area that I'm at right now so that it's not masked. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That back area came out perfect. All right, now here we go. About to cross that death trap that we set up. Got to be very careful. All right, look at that. Look at that. Over the spike traps. Tell me those Hydra bushes didn't work out perf. Tell me them Hydra bushes didn't work out perf. I love that top-down view of both sides, left and right. Man. The little mush stools over there really bring it all together. Loving it. Oh man, I wish the monkeys were out. Where are they? Probably hanging out at the museum, I swear. All right, making our way across over into the top area that wraps around. Oh, the hedges look so much better, yo. Check it out, man. Check it out. Check it out. Get out the way, balloon. Perfect time to photobomb. Perfect. This all worked out perfect. No question about it. Where are those monkeys at? They're killing me. They're not even coming out to enjoy this moment with us. As always, if you're enjoying that content and having a great time here on Planet Boo, feel free to hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Give me some hints. Give me some advice. Give me some support. And as always, subscribe to stay updated and be a part of that experience. Until next time, be easy.